What is up, Panda Gang? Welcome back to Philip of the Spanish, episode 3. We are playing on a Terra Map, tiny size, 8 civs, so it is packed, my friend. We've actually secured quite a bit of land, so the Americans to the north who declared war on us in the beginning. And, while Moksha was my first governor, I never actually was able to establish a religion as Islam. The Arabians snatched up that last great prophet, as they do inherently. My man here. What's his name? LOC leader, Nubia scenario, Libyan's name. Okay, fair enough. Saladin, I believe, is the name. Anyways, the key with these Terra modes is to get over to the east, settle the absolutely empty continent out there, and then bring your riches back to the mainland to destroy your enemies. Now in this game, we've got Norway, who can get out into the ocean tiles a little bit quicker. I'm exploring them as we speak, and Coupe just happens to be here too. This dude can explore the ocean since day 1, so I'm thinking this island won't be empty. However, dude, we got so lucky. If this one tile was an ocean tile, we could not get through, but something just happened with where this island happened to be in between the two continents that I'm lucky enough to get a little bit of a finesse here over to the new continent. But there are plenty of barbs, and I even see, I believe, a little bit of Coupe's borders. That's to be expected. For this colonization, though, we need good troops. So I got my archer. They're on land. Swordsman needs to get on land next. I got a builder coming up the rear, which doesn't do much offensively. Okay, let me explore a little bit more. Okay, so we got like a pseudo island here because there's a volcano in between. So land, no connection. That crazy little island is the only reason I can get over here without researching all the way into the Renaissance era to cartography, which now I don't have to make a beeline for, which is kind of nice. Instead, I can focus on getting Niter, and then once I get Niter, I can get the Conquistador, which is obviously crucial for conquering people. That brings me back to masonry, ancient walls, always nice, and construction, lumber mill. Ooh, buddy, that is some gorgeous stuff right there. Like, just take this tile right here, 1 food, 4 production. You put a lumber mill on there, 1 food, 6 production in the medieval age? Come on, man. To get the boost, though, I need a lumber mill in the first place. How do I get that? Okay, let me get watermill. Sorry, watermill, not lumber mill. Watermill, masonry, lumber mill, onto military engineering to find myself some niter. Exploring a little bit more of our new continent. Oh, nope, just another island. But hey, we got a settler, and that settler, they are headed east to Bilbao. That is the staging grounds for all headed off to the new continent. You got to go through Bilbao. And I'm happy to build more settlers. We're going to get more and more and more. This game, all we're building, tons of settlers, buddy. We're settling as much as we possibly can. Games and recreation. Yes, indeed. They're going to need games and recreation over there. I don't see any changes to any of these policies except for maybe the boat building. But at the same time, dude, you need boats if you're trying to get out on the sea and do stuff. So I think we keep the boat building in there. But I guess we could entertain. What is the other options here? Nothing that good. 8 gold per turn is nice. But I'm making 68 gold per turn for my trade deals. Doing pretty well in that department. Now, as for settling this pretty little island here, I'm going to get my builder on here for starters, but I see a few reefs, I see a luxury resource, tons of fishes on both sides, and a volcano. So let's not go right next to the volcano. Let's make sure we can use these double reefs for a campus right there. +4, that would be nice. And then, oh, this just writes itself. We've got ourselves a harbor district. And finally, we'll put down our city center right smack there. Let's go. Settler, you go walk. And wait, why can't you? Oh, because there's a builder in the way. This is a little bit easy to defend, too. All of this land, except for this one tile that the builder sits on, cliffs all around, baby. Wow, more iron, too. Just this long, snaky fella here. It's serving me quite well. Now, I think this will be Coupe. I still can't actually see. Let me go and make sure I stay friends with this guy because, you know, we're about to settle his whole little island here. We'll get mutual open borders so that we can be even better friends. And yes, those borders are now open. That is indeed Coupe. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. So we got plenty of enemy warriors. I think we don't need to go on these actual mainlands right away because of all the dang barbs. We can go on these little snaky island fellas, but we do need to get onto the mainland soon enough. As for this Western Sea, I've met someone new. Oh, Arabia. We now know where you live, buddy. That's great. Can you give me some money for these mutual borders? Fantastic. So this was the guy who stole up that last great profit from me. Took away my hopes for a religion, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Let's check in on the religions anyways. Right now, I am part of the Confuciusness, which I believe comes from the north in Korea all the way through the Americas Down to the south, we have Protestantism with the Norwegians and Islam with Arabia just across the sea. Speaking of across the sea, my first engagement, swordsman versus a warrior, should be quick work. We even got a ranged unit, which is obviously pretty strong. Double iron. Okay. These are some fertile lands over here, fellas. Some silvers. Damn. Okay. All these settlers will be worth their weight in gold or silver, quite literally. Wheel is here. We got the watermill. I'm going to go ahead and buy one in Seville. That's going to give me perhaps that will give me a Eureka, perhaps even Era Square. That's not what we do it for, though. We do it for the watermill, baby. Now, where did that enemy warrior go? Okay, I'm chasing him. I'm chasing him. Still haven't found Coupe City. Oh, there it is. Towel Beauty. And it looks like all I've seen so far is like the smallest tip of this continent. Looking around, the Americans, crazy science. Coupe, great science. But somehow the Americans are actually doing better despite having to share continent with little old me and me raising some of their not commercial hubs, campus districts, you know, when they invaded me and all. You guys remember that? Yeah, that was not that fun. Anyway, I'm not sure why Coupe isn't the one fighting off these enemies, but I guess someone has to do it. If I want to have these lands down here, well, I guess I have earned myself these lands down here. Coupe is not going to fight off the barbs, then they rightfully belong to me. Next, Sittler and Bilbao, the guy's finally made himself down. This is fantastic. This dude will have to actually go on the mainland with, you know, some spicy characters, to say the least, exist over here. Let's go fight this guy one time, fight this guy 2 times. Okay, I can look around and I see that things don't look that great, do they? I mean, maybe we can get a settle right cheeky right there on the goodie hut. Just get in on the land, get your foothold in there, and then hopefully the barbs screw off, but it's not going to be easy. On the other hand, you know, we could go for the easier mode where we put a city down on the bottom here. We can actually buy the tile that the barbarians have their outpost on, and then we can move into this little bottom of the lands. The biggest thing we do, though, is the settler factory. Seville, they're going to get themselves Magnus, because when I get another promotion for Magnus, he can get provision so that settlers no longer consume population. That shouldn't be too hard to get, because we can get recorded history next, which is not far off. Although we could wait for 2 campus districts. Who's building a campus this second? Toledo? No, this is not happening. Okay, let's just go ahead and get the recorded history. Seville, they're about to finish the settler, and then they're going to get me a government plaza. That plaza goes up on a desert tile because the desert tile is useless. We'll go back into the settler, queue ourselves up the government plaza, and then this can become our main production cities of all these settlers. Seville also has a trader, but we have no use for them yet. You'll see what their use is next turn, and it's going to blow your mind. Coupe, he's a little bit worried about my troops. Buddy, you're not worried about the barbarians? What about the barbarians, dude? You should be more worried about this city I'm about to found, too. So let's take a look at the continents. Valbarra and Patagonia. We're finally settling on Valbarra. Fantastic. It's going to give us Era score. And as a great little city we got here, we even got ourselves a builder. So I believe cities not on your original capital's continent receive 25% production towards districts and a builder when founded. Every single one gets a builder. That is insane. That means I get a plantation off the bat, and not just that, I get fish. I go right to the market and I say, yo, you guys want cotton? Yeah. You guys want tea? Yeah. You guys want amber? No, still no. That's still 0 amenities. You want cotton? There we go. I'm rich. First thing this guy makes is going to be a campus, but yo, I want to chop out this forest first, so why don't I put a couple turns into a granary? I can actually go ahead and buy the monument, because again, monument's the only way we're getting culture these days, fellas. So we need to get the monuments out as quick as possible, have them for as long as possible, because yo, they give you 2 culture per turn. It's not much. Now you're also going to see why I waited a turn to move this trader. They're coming over to Coronia. Yes, because they've got the funny thing squiggly over the end, so it's like a Y sound. That's that high school Spanish, baby. Let's go. All right, and here comes the big guns. We've got the quadrireme. We've got the spearmen coming in hot, along with the settler. Now, I don't know if we actually get these dudes all the way to land, as the situation here is a little bit crappy. My swordsman's quite low. Hopefully they don't die next turn to the barbarian swordsman. And Vietnam. Good to meet you. How are you doing? Thang Long exists. That's all I know. 1, 2, 3, and looks like we're missing just 1 lad. We will find that lad soon. Oh, why did I give that guy money? I did not mean to give that guy my delegation. He took my religion after all. Oh, well, he'll just like me extra now. Okay, there we go. Swordsman took some damage, but they've received a promotion, which is clutch. We're going to get battle cry to get extra combat strength to melee. Yeah, and ranged units. Yeah, that's 2. Thank you so much for that. And of course, my archer far outclasses any kind of slinger, man. Come on, that is old technology. I'm gonna grab this goody hut. That gives me mathematics, which saved me literally 1 turn. So thanks so much for that. Got me literally nothing. But I will have construction soon. I will have military engineering soon. Building an aqueduct would give me a Eureka. Does any place have that realistically? Not really, dude. That's too bad, but is what it is. Now, coming to the south on this barbarian fight, we got a quadrireme in the area, but we got an archer spawned just now in the barbarian camp. Archers are dangerous. Luckily, I have an archer right there. Now, these archer fights, how this works is whichever archer shoots first wins the fight. That's how simple it is. And that's how terrifying it is, because if that isn't your guy, well, then you are screwed. Anyways, this trader, dude. This trader, are you kidding me? Let's take a look. So, traders, what do they do? Wait, that's a mission. Hold on. Traders. Okay, trade routes give you 3 gold, 2 faith, and 1 production. If you watched my Every Yields Compare video, this is the same as like a 3 production tile or a 2 food, 1 production tile. A little bit less, but pretty much right there. Now, if your trade route is between multiple continents, are you kidding me? I'm getting like an 8 yielder out of sending this between continents. And let's see how that actually checks out. So if I go to Bilbao, I'm getting 3 yield from the 6 faith. I'm getting 2 yield from the gold. I'm getting obviously 4. Well, probably just 3 because 1 was already like in Bilbao in the regular trader. We got 3 plus 2 plus 3, 8 more yield because this is cross continent. Oh my goodness. I'm going to send this guy all the way to Madrid to get the optimal amounts of food, and this road is going to be really nice squiggling through here. But dude, like actual huge boost to your empire. That is wild. Need to get a lot of these harbors down, like the one I have in Bilbao and Toledo. Get a lighthouse in there, and just make sure I've got lots of trade routes going on. Oh, what is this? Hunza. We got a economic city-state, commercial city-state, and we're finding more of what the Maori calls their homeland. So can we send envoys? Yes, we can, but we will wait just 1 turn to do so, my friend. Now, taking stock of the Western Sea, it looks like we got Norway, Arabia, and Korea seems to be straddling it on both sides. I wonder if it connects here at the top. We'll just have to see. But Seoul under attack, the capital of Korea. I'm going to guess by the Vietnamese. Is that right? They're at war, and oh, they're also at war with the Arabians. I guess I should have clicked on the Koreans. They're at war with only the Vietnamese, and they seem to have the upper hand in this battle, despite having only 94 military strength left. Man, if they get 1 more blow-in on the city, my goodness, that is a massive destruction. Back in Madrid, things are tight. I'm a little bit scared about, you know, what tiles I own, which ones I don't, and New Orleans is very, very close. They could eat up every single one of these tiles you see here. They could eat them all up, so let me cut them off before they get a chance by taking away that. And my build is here to build a mine so that I get this apprenticeship Eureka, which was totally on purpose. I didn't just pop up on my screen and I acted like it was on purpose. But also it's a 2-2 tile, which I do like those. And there we go, recorded history, 100% campus agency bonuses. That's actually a lot better now than it used to be when I first thought about this idea. But I'm pretty happy with what I have here, although the maritime industries were no longer building naval units. We got 3 galleys, we got 1 quadrireme. Now what do we put in instead? Do we do conscription, 9 gold, or 3 science? You know what? I gotta go say 3 science. Diplomatic League, first envoy is gonna be worth extra 2. We just met a couple. Nagazugamu. Okay, I didn't realize I met that one, but I will definitely send them an envoy. I'll send Hunza an envoy as well. Confirm the placements, and let's quickly check what do they want. So Nalanda wants an encampment. Fair enough. I'm friends with everyone. Train a quadrireme for Nagaza. Yeah, I can do that. And Hunza, Eureka for engineering. I think I'm almost there, man. Engineering. Build ancient walls. Oh, I don't know. That's kind of tough. I think I am actually going to buy out a 2nd quadrireme, though. It is a ton of gold, but the naval power and the Eureka, I mean, that Eureka was just too much to push me up the top. So, on to this barbarian war, and it is a war. It's not some kind of, like, kerfuffle skirmish. Like, you can't call it anything other than a full-blown war. We're going to get rid of the slinger. We're going to kill off the swordsman. Okay, we won the battle in the north. Down in the south, like I was saying, it's literally in the Archer 1v1, whoever shoots first wins. They did the same amount of damage to me. Now, luckily, I've got a quadrireme. This is the trump card. They come in, they shoot it, and boom, we got them. Got naval tradition boosted as well. Things are looking up for us. Now, as for settle, northern on the coast seems good, you know, like spacing out of where the cities are, but look at these yields. Oh, wrong button. Look at these yields. They suck. They're absolute trash, dude. Down to the south a little bit more, though. They're nice. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to put a tack down on the marsh. We're going to put a tack down across the river. Okay, let me move without putting down attack. Impossible. Second attack comes down right here on this hill. Now you might say, yo, these are within 3, but I swear because there's water in between, for some reason the game allows this. So, we're about to find out. I've got one settler at least. We're going to try and slap them down right here. And I'm not sure where the other settler lives, but I will be proven heroically right or embarrassingly wrong quite soon. Campus. Oh, yeah, we can't actually do that yet. Let's go ahead and chop this out. We got ourselves a granary. Campus is going down. A +4 adjacency bonus. That's nice. That's before we even double it up with that card I just put in there. Ooh, baby. And now, Seoul, you're seeing what's going down. Okay. So, Nagaza Zagumo, they are suzerain by Vietnam. Okay, so despite Vietnam having 79 military strength, and I'm sure not man-at-arms, this city-state has man-at-arms. They might be able to take the whole city. Anyways, we got a governor too. I'm going to promote my guy Magnus with provision so that he doesn't consume any more settlers in his city, although he's kind of far away from doing something like that. So let's go ahead and reassign him to the capital in Madrid where they're actually doing this sort of thing. Moksha, you're literally useless. Let me put you in Seville for no reason. My goodness, this guy. And then Civic. What do we want next? Military tradition for these flanking and support bonuses. That's low-key underrated, so let me grab this. Civil service. I'd like to get alliances because I got so many friends. Maybe let's go for civil services, and then when we need a quick change in government, we'll cruise on back to get those support bonuses for the actual like military duties. And we are so close to settling down here, but first we will deal with the spearmen. Luckily, they're just chilling right in a great spot for us to deal with them. Thank you very much, spearmen. And what is this, a new settler? Oh, from Seville. I was like, dude. Yeah, see, I like this staging ground of Bilbao because I get nice surprises when I just get random settlers. That's great. Lumber mill unlocked. That's where this 2-move builder is going down to Toledo. Do that kind of improvement. My 1-move builder, they can do things in Coruña. I mean, that said, maybe I should get the lumber mill hill here instead. That's probably a little bit better of an option. As for the barb encampment, the no experience, the no promote quadriremes, they're the ones who get the first shots at these bad boys because they get the actual full XP bonuses. Settler comes into place. We're looking good. And we do more searching. Now, I'm glad that Coupe is my friend because he's got 500 military strength. I don't want to go up against something like that. No, thank you, sir. Oh, and what is this little exclamation mark? Quick deals. No, people don't want that. What about horses? People interested in horses? Okay, one guy is. Let's see. What about 20? What about 50, baby? Oh, no, just 20. Okay, that's cool. Same thing for iron. Seems to have a bit more of a market to it. People are actually buying this stuff. Open borders. Yep and yep. Just trying to make as much gold as I can. Like 129 gold per turn. That is pretty nice. Settling down our first city on the new... Actually, this is technically our second city on the continent. But, you know, first city on the mainland of the continent. We are looking good, man. We're looking awesome. We got more tea that we can sell off, instantly making money off of our colonies. I love that. Now, does this guy have a good campus spot? Oh, he's actually decent by the marsh, but what about a harbor? Do you have a good harbor spot? A +3 adjacency? That's pretty good. And that also turns into a trade route, right? So yeah, let's go with that harbor. We're gonna go pay some money, get yourself the monument so we can get more culture throughout the empire, just like every other city. And these guys, they got some good tiles to work the tea. It's okay, but we got a 2-2 in the stone. 2-2 with the green hills, another stone, and then some iron. They actually need more builders than what they have right now. This makes me feel like we should go granary into harbor, but here's where the idea of import and export comes in, man, right? Because this is definitely an import city, Salamanca. It's a new city. We can buy a granary here, 260 gold. Dude, we're making hella gold. We can just buy the granary here. What we can't buy is a harbor. So let's go ahead and build the harbor, use up our production, and then, you know, maybe we just buy out a lighthouse or something. Now, as for my military, these dudes are literally just chilling here. Like, what is your use now? I swear you need to go find new lands, new barbarians. I guess that's sort of the job of the galley to say, like, hey, go look over here. I just found some cool stuff. You guys need to check it out. Okay, nothing here, evidently. What is the place to look now? I do have a galley that showed up on the west coast of, what is this continent called again? It's called Valbara. The west coast of Valbara, we've got a barbarian. That makes me feel like there's no Maori, so that's good. We'll go around and look at this side of the continent. First lumber mill going down in Coruña. Oh, look at that. The campus build time went down by 4 turns. Get ready for more of that action as we get more of these lumber mills coming up around. Cordoba done its granary. This is another example where I should have just gone for the harbor and then paid the money for the granary, because we're just making so much damn money, right? Like, come on. All right, explore, explore, explore. What do we see? Norway and loyalty pressure. Okay, that's not so good. But like I was saying, dude, the Norwegians, they're going to be all over this Terra stuff. They'll be on that new continent super quick. And as you see, they're already here. You know what? They probably went through here, but you can see they're also already on those ocean tiles. They have no trouble with those. Myself, I just got lucky because there was a tiny little corridor that would let a young lad like myself get through to, what's this called again? Valbara. I'm going to figure it out one of these times. What about this island up here? Did they have any loyalty pressure? Oh, they do big time. I'm thinking I might have found something on the southeast, though. Maybe even Cliffs of Dover. Those are like white cliffs, dude. And a Cliffs of Dover. What do you know? This is fantastic. We got horses and 2 Cliffs of Dover. Okay. Maybe not the greatest island in the world, but if we look at the loyalty situation, whoa, 2 you can't settle on because they are a natural wonder. And the horses, okay, this city is going to absolutely suck. It's literally like one of those one-tile cities you see. But for some reason, some of the sea tiles that are impassable also have gold and also have culture. So not the best one ever, but better than nothing. In Salamanca right now we're working a single 2-2 tile, but I'm going to improve that production greatly by going ahead with the lumber mill. And check this out, dude. The settler, it's allowed to settle on this tile. So whenever they're like full on separated by water, you can go 1, 2, 3 tiles away instead of the usual 4. Now, I've experimented with this where it was like, just imagine where this archer here is land. So technically over land, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. So I was like, okay, this is fine. But it's only if it's a full on island detachment or like very much an island detachment. Like maybe if these snake ends connected, we'd still be fine. But something to keep in mind when you're doing your city planning nonetheless. And I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I've got good settles out to the east here too. Now, the loyalty isn't so great, but we'll grow into our city soon enough. Now, more governor titles, eh? Let's give Magnus surplus logistics, better growth in this heart city of Seville. All the traders that end here, they're going to get extra food too. Now, right now, this trader, they're going all the way to Corna to Madrid. Okay, up in the north. So they're not going to Seville, but our future ones can go to Seville, which has completed the government plaza. They're going to get the ancestral hall, so that the settlers here are created with extra production. They're going to even have a builder when they're completed. But the thing is, Spain's already actually got this, where you get a free builder when you found a city not on your capital's continent. So I'm not sure if this is actually worth what I'm doing here, but we're going to go ahead through with it anyways. And if we get double builders, well then, you know, breaking the game, that gets you clicks. Medieval era ends in 10 turns. I'm feeling good. Solidly in a normal age. Could even get on towards golden. My builder in Salamanca, they're going all the way for this iron. Thank you very much. Back to exploring. Ooh, Cliffs of Dover. Nearby, we've got a whole nother little island thing going on. I wonder if there's anything to the south. No, just fish. Just fish indeed. Let's check out the loyalty on these guys, though. -14, -6, -6. That's not too bad. I think this is manageable. My next settler, where will that guy be? Oh, just spawned here in Madrid. They're going to take the road that our trader is making down to Bilbao. And with the 10 turns for the Ancestral Hall in Seville, no reason we don't build another settler here in Madrid now. It's going to take a while anyway we go. San Francisco Bay. I don't see any kind of bridges or tech bros or places for cities, so I think we'll be fine. World Congress, begin voting. Okay, so people usually like to have their military units cost less. I'm going to say let's make them cost less gold because I'm kind of gold rich. And let's say duplicate of the cotton luxury, please. I'm going to put a few guys into that because, dude, I have so much cotton. It's ridiculous. Catastrophic eruption in the Americas. Okay, amber again is nothing, and it's half price production towards military units. Wow, the Americans just absolutely catastrophic eruption. I think they'll be fine, though. Lots of volcanoes on this map for some reason. Anyways, founding our city. Valladolid. Okay, we got it. I don't think it's the Russian accent, but for some reason that's fitting. Oh, you know what it is? The double L is like a Y sound. Let me try that again in a sec. Valladolid. Maybe. Anyways, for our city of choice, of course, we're going to grab a monument. Of course, we're going to get a harbor at some point. Is there a good campus district? Well, indeed, we've got ourselves a reef, so that helps. We got a geothermal fissure on the west side. That helps. Best thing to build here, though, obviously a harbor. That's going to result in a trade route. It's going to result in these coastal tiles being better. So easy choice. Medieval era ends in 8 turns. Dude, we're getting so much iron, though. 2 mines going down right now. We'll go back to our deals, try and sell off all 20 iron that we own. And people aren't buying. The iron must be flowing elsewhere as well. You know what? Kind of makes sense. As for luxuries, Coupe will buy these off me. Big gold coming in. As I explore more to the southeast, seems like, you know, 2 good cities down here. Up to the north, we found barbs, which usually means there might be a settle nearby. But I gotta link up my quadrireme and my galley for optimal sea fighting. And as for this western sea, we went out the top and over to the right. I'm sure over to the west as well you can get out to the sea, but there happens to be a city-state there that I don't have open borders with. So our navy is now totally linked up again, which might actually not be what we want in case we need to respond to something on the west side, but the only people we're not best friends with is our neighbor, the Norwegians, which as I say that, I'm realizing like, yo, shouldn't we like try to be friends with our neighbor? Delegations arrived, that's good. Let's check out what our relationship status is. Things are looking better, that's good. But nonetheless, it would actually be nice to have a navy in the same area that one of your neighboring enemies is in that has a strong navy. Oi, what is this? I've run right into the barbarians, and I couldn't even use a double up with my quadrireme. All good, all good. Exploring down to the south, some more barren islands. Quite barren. Not exactly where you want to grow up or have your kids live. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I was so scared there. I thought that was an ambush from 2 Viking longships, and not just that, but now I was totally and entirely at war, but whew, we're good. Heart rate is going. Speaking of settlers, though, it's time for my guy to cruise out. Look, we got this double silver lands to the south. The yields are not great. We would get 2 luxuries over to the east, the far east. We've actually got like a sustainable little city over here. If we settled all the way on the far side, let me put this down. This is the best spot. We can get a city. We can get a good campus +2. And not just that, we could get another city on these horses. Again, it's going to say you can't do it 1, 2, 3 tiles, but these are islands, so you are actually allowed to do this. I'll send my settler here right now, and it's going to take a total of 14 turns. Is that right? I can't actually see. 14 or 15 turns. All right, it's a grind. But that's what colonization is all about, dude. All about that. Harbor completed in Toledo. That's fantastic news. Should I get on towards the campus? I feel like that's smart. I'm going to place it down either way. The question is just how close are other harbors to being finished? A Coruña is not that close because they have to actually build the harbor. Salamanca and Valladolid also not close. So why not? Let's go ahead, buy the lighthouse. That means I can buy a trader elsewhere. I feel like Salamanca could be a powerhouse. So let me get the trader in this city here. It's going to grow next turn as well. A mega colossal eruption. Dude, this American city has been hit by the volcanoes so many times now. The yields are going to be disgusting. I hope their people are being destroyed. Not that I wish bad things upon anyone, but they did surprise war me to start off this game. And there's more war going on. Abraham Lincoln and Harold. So my 2 neighbors at war with each other in this sea. That's actually pretty sweet for me. And you know what? I'd like to get a peek at what's going on here just for fun. So I'm going to send my galley back over to this Alboran Sea and try and get a look to see what's going on over here, guys. Anyway, Salamanca to Madrid. 5-4. What the heck? Oh, because, yeah, this is where we have the Magnus. I thought we had the Magnus in Seville, but indeed in Madrid. At least for 10 more turns, so let's leave them there, begin that route. We're going to get tons of food, tons of production. That is just a crazy trade route. And actually with the move of Magnus there, A Coruña has got the same deal, man. 5 food, 4 production, 9 and 6. So if you add that up, that's 5, 4, 9, 11, 14 yields from 1 stinking trader. What the heck is this game? Whoa, 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 whoa. Barbarian Caravel, turn around, time to go home. Okay, the calculus has just been shifted greatly. Now I need to make sure the Maori are around so that I can survive these barbarians, because a caravel will destroy my galley at a moment's notice. A Coruña has finished the campus. Well done. Let's go for the harbor next. Whether we finish it or not, we're going to place it down for that +4 adjacency bonus. Do I want to go through with the +3 science for all this? No, dude. I need harbors. I need them big time. I need the lighthouses and traders that come with them. And oh my gosh, more eruptions. And actually, if you guys saw that, I lost something up there in the north. Looks like my galley. The quadrireme will try to escape, but those barbarians are scary, man. And this is the route that all my settlers are taking to get through, so I'm also worried about my colonization longevity. Anyways, thanks for sticking around to the end, Panda Gang. We had some good improvements this game. We've got ourselves some colonial holdings here in the east. Big trade routes heading on the way back, and a couple more settles we can get. At least one more near Salamanca, 2 off towards the east, and then there's some crappy islands maybe we'll be able to settle as well before we have to, you know, start kicking people out of this continent. For now, though, as you see, dude, we're getting harbors. Once we get those lighthouses up, oh my goodness, some of those cities out there are going to be ridiculous.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.